Hello everyone. Today we will explore a superfood in the world of nutrition. Almonds. Have you ever heard about its amazing health benefits? If not, then this is the video for you. Almonds are a tree that is mainly grown in the United States and some countries in the Middle East. In today's video, we will go to the vast almond fields to see how farmers here cultivate and harvest almonds. And let's get started. Almonds are considered one of the most nutritious nuts, favored by many countries around the world. It is not only a snack, but also provides many essential nutrients for the body, such as fiber, vitamins, and other important minerals, thereby preventing a series of potential health risks. Most almonds provide only 161 calories and 2.5 grams of digestible carbohydrates. Meanwhile, the body often does not absorb 10 to 15% of their calories because some fats are inaccessible to digestive enzymes. Let's explore the soil preparation process with me. The process of planting almond trees usually begins in mid-February, when the weather is warmer, creating favorable conditions for the growth of the seedlings. Almonds are sun-loving plants, and this is the ideal time for the young trees to sprout, at which time the machinery will go to work, digging 18 to 24-inch planting holes. Each hole is 6 meters apart. Once the holes are dug, the farmers will proceed to fertilize the pre-dug hole. The farmers you see are spreading compost to boost the health of their plants. The farmers here really put an emphasis on environmentally friendly practices after a long day of hard work, making sure everything from temperature to nutrients and moisture is right for these young plants. Once the young plants are strong enough, it's time to transplant them into the field. Farmers plant each sapling carefully, ensuring that each tree has the support it needs to grow tall and strong. Of course, water is essential for any crop, and with thousands of almond trees to care for, farmers rely on efficient irrigation systems. Here they use drip irrigation, one of the most water-efficient methods available. Small tubes deliver water directly to the roots, drop by drop, ensuring the trees get the perfect amount of water to thrive. Farmers will go to great lengths to ensure their plants thrive. As winter approaches, you will see them covering their young plants with plastic bags. Why? To protect them from frost damage. It is fascinating to see how every little detail counts. As these almond trees grow, farmers will need to prune them regularly to allow for more light, airflow, and most importantly, nut production. After about 2 years of planting, almond trees will need pruning. This pruning usually takes place in early winter, allowing the trees to grow in a healthy, balanced manner. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, harvest time. The almond harvest is a sight to behold. These powerful machines grip the tree trunks and shake them violently, causing thousands of almonds to fall to the ground in seconds. Suddenly, the ground is covered with almonds. Farmers have to act quickly. Time is of the essence here, as they need to collect and process the nuts while they are at their peak freshness. You see, the giant arms are working very efficiently. They will help reduce labor costs and especially help the harvesting process faster. Specialized dust sweeping machines collect them, ready for the next step, sorting. But before they do that, they make sure the nuts are ready by testing samples. When the green outer shells begin to dry and separate from the inner shells, They know it's time. When the machine collects almonds, it is also the time when joy begins to bloom with the farmers. They feel very happy when they see the results and labor after many years of hard work and diligence in growing the almonds. They are harvested into the machine, hearing the rustling sound and the smiles of the farmers. Are you satisfied looking at these pictures? The harvester sucks all the almonds onto the conveyor belt and separates some of the dirt leaves, all done smoothly. After waiting for the truck to be loaded with almonds, it is time to go back to the factory to prepare for the next step. Once the almonds are on the ground, they are gathered into neat rows by these specialized machines. It's like watching a choreographed dance. The machines sweep the almonds into perfectly straight lines, making it easy to collect them. Then they're loaded onto trucks and taken to the processing plant. And trust me, what happens next is just as fascinating. After the transportation is completed, they will be dried and covered with a giant tarpaulin to wait for the next trip to the factory. At the factory, the almonds are cleaned, removing debris and damaged nuts. The almonds are dried to reduce moisture, allowing for long-term preservation without spoilage. Drying can be done with natural air or through industrial drying ovens. Next, the almonds pass through rollers to remove the outer shell, revealing the kernel, all done with the factory's modern machinery. Then the workers will proceed to select one more step to remove unqualified almonds to bring high-quality products to consumers. The final product is sealed to protect it from moisture and light, maintaining its quality throughout its shelf life. Before leaving the factory, the product will undergo quality control to ensure it meets food safety standards. The finished product will be shipped to retailers or directly to consumers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to discover more interesting things about the agricultural world. Thank you and see you again. Hi, everybody. Today, we will embark on a journey together to explore the world of one of the most popular drinks, coffee. But it's not just any ordinary coffee. We're going straight to Brazil, the #1 coffee-producing country in the world. Did you know Brazil has more than 18 billion coffee trees and 8 million farmers who are dedicating every day to bringing us delicious cups of coffee? Brazil is not only the world's largest coffee producer, but is also famous for Arabica coffee, which is delicious and much more expensive than other types. Do you know why Arabica coffee is so special? That's because it only grows in highland areas with altitudes between 1,000 and 2,000 meters above sea level. And today, we will step into a typical coffee farm to understand the process of growing and caring for this top-notch coffee. Soil preparation is the first and most important step in this process. Farmers plow fields and level the land to ensure that coffee trees can grow in the best way. After the land is ready, healthy, pest-free coffee seedlings will be transferred to the field for planting. Coffee-growing soil needs a pH of 5.5. 6.5 loose, rich in nutrients and well-drained. These farmers will plant about 2,000 coffee trees per hectare. In 2023, the total area devoted to coffee cultivation in Brazil will be about 2.51 million hectares. Coffee-growing regions in Brazil mainly include the southeastern states, with Minas Gerais being the largest producer. Growing coffee isn't just about planting seeds and hoping for the best. Coffee plants need meticulous care in each stage of development. From watering and fertilizing to pest control, everything is precisely calculated so that plants grow healthily and produce high yields. After a few years, when the coffee tree reaches maturity, pruning becomes extremely important. Farmers will prune unnecessary branches, preventing the tree from growing too tall and helping the tree focus on producing fruit. This also makes the harvesting process easier later. Did you know that each mature coffee tree can produce from 1 kilogram to 2 kilograms of coffee beans? After 2 to 3 years, the coffee tree is ready for its first harvest. Brazilian coffee trees are harvested using both methods, manually and mechanically. Each method has its own advantages, but the common point is that they all require ingenuity and meticulousness. Do you want to know how a coffee harvester works? This is how coffee harvesters work. The machines shake the trees, causing the ripe coffee beans to fall. Then the coffee beans are transferred to the coffee truck. The capacity of the coffee harvesters can harvest up to 2 to 10 tons of coffee per day. The number is really impressive, isn't it? However, to create the highest quality coffee, some farmers still choose the manual harvesting method, picking each ripe coffee bean by hand. This not only ensures the highest quality, but also produces the best coffee beans in the world. Once the coffee beans are harvested, processing begins. This is an extremely important step, determining up to 60% of the flavor of coffee beans. There are many different processing methods, but the two most popular methods are the natural process and the honey processing method. First, let's talk about natural coffee, also known as dry processed coffee, which is not only a traditional method, but also produces coffee beans with richer and more complex flavors. From sweet cherries to blueberries or strawberries, it's all condensed into each coffee bean. After harvesting, the coffee cherries are taken to the washing station. The natural process does not require the coffee cherries to be peeled immediately. Instead, they are kept intact and carefully classified. Only the freshest and ripest fruits are kept to ensure flavor quality. The coffee cherries are then taken to raised beds where they are dried in the sun for 3 to 4 weeks. What's special is that during this time, workers will continuously stir and sort to ensure the fruit dries evenly and is not damaged. Coffee cherries can be susceptible to mold or over-fermentation if not closely monitored. Therefore, each fruit must be carefully cared for. No detail can be overlooked. After the coffee cherries are completely dry and reach the ideal moisture content of about 11%, they will be transferred to the dry grinding mill. Here, the coffee cherries will be peeled using specialized machines, revealing green coffee beans, the main factor that creates the delicious cup of coffee we love. Next, let's learn how to process honeybees. different from natural processing methods. After harvesting, coffee needs to be peeled immediately, usually within 8 to 12 hours. The shelling machine will remove the outer layer, but retain all or part of the mucilage on the coffee beans. This is an important factor that makes the difference in the honey method compared to other processes. Honey coffee is classified based on the amount of mucus remaining on the beans and the way it is dried, often named by color such as yellow honey, red honey, black honey. After peeling, the coffee will be immediately sent to the drying area. Depending on the type of honey coffee and weather conditions, the drying process will be adjusted accordingly. This is the most important step in the honey coffee processing process. The honey method creates unique characteristics for each type of coffee. Yellow honey tends to be lighter with subtle fruit flavors and acidity similar to washed coffee. Red honey has a deeper fruit flavor, deeper sweetness, and a soft body. Meanwhile, black honey has strong fermented characteristics with a complex flavor similar to wine or brandy, with a full body and creamy texture. Finally, the coffee beans are ready to be exported to all over the world. And here you have seen the journey of a coffee bean from the moment it is planted until it becomes a delicious cup of coffee in your hand. It's amazing, isn't it? So together, we have gone through an exciting journey from the Brazilian coffee fields to the delicate processing process. Every coffee bean is the result of hard work, patience, and love for this plant. And you, next time you drink coffee, remember the story behind each bean. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to explore more interesting journeys with me. See you in the next video.